Merz is already being insulted as pathetic. The press is speaking quite openly. It is a lying press in the public broadcasting service. The people here in Dow, no, a few people here in Germany are mourning for Khamenei. I am speechless. Gas prices are skyrocketing, and now the state of emergency is being declared. That came yesterday from Katharina Reiche. That's what this morning is about. The news once again packed together for you in a compact way. Yes, without any nonsense and back and forth like on Arbeitsgemeinschaft der öffentlich-rechtlichen Rundfunkanstalten der Bundesrepublik Deutschland, ein zweites deutsches Fernsehen, and that's exactly where we're going this morning.
That's what you can really call the lying press. And unfortunately, you can't see any uproar at all at Arbeitsgemeinschaft der öffentlich-rechtlichen Rundfunkanstalten der Bundesrepublik Deutschland, ein zweites deutsches Fernsehen in light of these spectacular relotius moments.
No, but more and more I really have to say it like this. Yes, federal states think they should just shut down public broadcasting. I'm not sure what you think, so share your thoughts in the comments below. Are you still interested in this lying press, or do you also say, no, we don't want this anymore? Let's take a look at the position of this lying press now, and then we need to talk about it. What is actually going on here, especially in Germany, and why they have absolutely no idea because of this complete delusion.
To say this will surely be a well-informed decision, many people just don't want to adapt. If they were used to it because of bans, maybe they would actually stick to it. Yes, research shows resistance is strong before every ban, but people soon adapt.
Thank you, that's a good answer.
No, actually they don't. What do you think is the reason why so few people still watch public broadcasting? That's because people simply don't get used to these bans anymore. People are fed up. Or do you seriously believe that the alternative for Germany just appeared out of nowhere here in Germany? The alternative for Germany was simply there because everyone was so satisfied with the reporting, with the situations as they are here. No, the alternative for Germany and also the left have both grown so big because people simply don't want to put up with all this crap anymore. People have had it up to here. By the way, we have another left-wing politician coming up who I think wants to go to Iran, but we'll get to that in a moment. It's going to be extremely interesting. But how is United States television actually reporting on Friedrich Merz right now? They've already shown him before where the frog has its curls. Trump confidant to Europeans. You are so pathetic. Yeah, it's just a series of different events that have happened here in Europe recently, where now even the Americans are saying, you guys are just plain evil. The report from Rhineland-Palatinate is actually, well, it's pretty cool as you can see above. Yeah, I kept showing the sources. Feel free to read through it. It's just divine if you would check it out. Also, Friedrich Merz is not being welcomed with open arms. Donald Trump is not particularly pleased that he's there either. And his web of lies, his fairy tale of lies, had already, I really have to say it like this, collapsed shortly before with the claim that migration was limited by 60%. I made a video about it yesterday. He didn't limit anything. There are still just as many people here as before. However, and I have to say this morning the airport in Dubai is open again. I looked up the flight for you, Dubai to Frankfurt with Emirates, so you can still fly after all. However, I have to say there are a lot more flights going to other countries like Liège, Belgium, Paris, France than there are to Germany, Lufthansa flights. But I really missed them this morning, in the sky for sure. The cargo planes, they're flying again. So goods and cargo are definitely being transported, but not people. And then we go straight to the next headline, where I have to ask myself, who didn't do their job properly? The Vacationers or the Bild newspaper? Another night, and we're out of money. This is about a couple who were just on vacation in Dubai. Well, they checked out, went to the airport, and after that, no more flights left. I don't know if the German tourists just didn't notice. Yeah, it must have been a Russian or a German Russian, Oleg Ivanov. Dubai has ordered that everyone should return to the hotels and Dubai will cover all the costs. Man, we would have liked to have that in Berlin too. Why they didn't do it, I have no idea. Apparently, the tour operator didn't respond to it, but they also didn't go back to their hotel. And that brings us straight to the next exciting topic. And I have to say, who made a bet with me recently? Yeah, could you get in touch with me, please? The emergency has now actually been declared, so the crisis plan has come into effect. They didn't call it an emergency, though. Gas prices are skyrocketing. Reike has now actually activated the crisis plan. I've said over and over again in my videos that it could also be a crisis plan. Yes, or the gas emergency, whatever you want to call it. Now they've realized, okay, there's going to be a problem, especially towards the end of the year. And please, my friends, there he is. And that's how it is now, of course. This is obviously the worst case scenario. We'll definitely focus a bit more on this in the coming days. What exactly is in this crisis plan now? Because this crisis plan hasn't really been worked out yet, as we know from the federal government. Just like the flights that are going back. Right now, the left hand and the right hand are both trying to do something. Whether it will get better or worse, that's the big question. Then I got a message, yes, and I really have to say it like that. Did you know that there were people here in Germany who mourned for Khamenei? I think that's terrible, something like that. So that's my statement again. You know, I really want to make this very clear here. I would be in favor of us staying out of everything. We just say, in the past years, we've done so many terrible things. We've subjugated all of Europe, so we should stay out of any wars. We are the new Switzerland, and all we have is national defense. That makes me wonder, what about the left-wing politician? Do you still remember that video? He probably wants to go to Iran now, because there he can play with his toys.
Are you the smoke from the pyrotechnics? Never with your leadership?
So friends, he is definitely ready. He is really ready to go to Iran now and fight against Israel. Oh, you see it differently. But as a transition to Neukölln, I would like you to listen to this report from WELT and please write below whether what is being described there is still normal.
Here people are mourning a dictator, a mosque right in the middle of Germany, right in the capital, in Neukölln. According to Tagesspiegel, 80 Mullah sympathizers commemorated the killed Ali Khamenei that evening.
Theoretically, I could do it a day after Heidi Reichenek's birthday or even a day after my own birthday. Let us mourn, O Master, I've subjugated all of Europe. That was supposed to be a joke, that's hard-hitting satire. No, well, for my part, yeah, I've really never celebrated into my birthday. I don't do that, well, except once. And after that, the police showed up. Different story. If you're interested in that, feel free to write it below. But by the way, it has nothing to do with the situation. But the fact is, yeah, I don't go outside on April 20th and celebrate the Führer's birthday either. I'd deserve a slap on both sides if I did something like that. And I think something like that definitely shouldn't be allowed in Germany. And if you do that, yeah, and if you do that, then the police should definitely come and break up the situation, or do you really have a different opinion?